How much per day does a trip like this cost? Mostly food. Assuming you already have all the equipment. Mostly food costs. But it can be as cheap or as expensive as you want. You can credit card tour, have no camping equipment, and stay in motels, hotels, everything every night. And eat out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. With that said, I do that a lot of the days. The eating out part, not the hotel part. There's different price points you could be at. When you fly by Hitch, do yourself a big favor, fly back first class. There's no really good first class for transcontinental Canada. It would be a regional flight. St. John's probably to Toronto. Toronto to Vancouver. Some of the flights will be serviced by like a 787 with an international business class layout, but no first class for sure. Your best option for transcontinental first class to like Vancouver used to be New York to Vancouver with Cathay Pacific in first class on their 777, because that was a true international first class cabin, champagne, caviar, all that stuff. But they canceled that flight with all this stuff right now. You don't have any first class options for across Canada currently. Even America. Like, I flew American Airlines transcontinental first from New York to San Francisco, which is a step above their business class for sure. It was one-on-one seating on an Airbus A321T, meaning one seat aisle, one seat, and like pretty good food, good service. You know, you get your Bose headphones, it's fine. It's not the same as like a Cathay or Etihad or Emirates first. Neovo 2K with the 4-month Twitch Prime reset. Thank you very much for the 4 months. Loving your streams. Keep doing your thing. I will. Glad you love the streams. And thanks for the 4 months, Neovo. To France Airlines, like Air France. They're impressive. Which in economy. Their economy, I don't know. Their business is known to be not that nice for the price. Their first class is known to be actually quite nice, though. It's cool, isn't it?
I know, it's getting wider. I'm noticing there's other continents.
Yeah, yeah.
Very cool.
Seems like first class today was coach in the early 80s. You didn't fly in the early 80s, then. I'll say for economy, the soft services, like how the staff treat you, and like the food they'll serve and stuff like that, has probably gone downhill for economy. But you have to also factor in that the flight, like I can fly round trip to Europe for like $500 Canadian if I find a decent deal. You'd probably pay a few grand in 1980 round trip in $1980, which if you account for inflation is, you know, twice that now or more. Let's say an economy flight to Europe was like $2,500 in 1980. What would that be in 2020 dollars? But the planes didn't have fully lay flat seats, enclosed cabins like that. You didn't have that in the old airline cabins. I've flown first class. I showered on a fucking airplane in first class. I don't really have that. Dad worked for CN. We did a family trip to New Brunswick when I was a kid. Imagine the cost was minimal because he worked way out and got chopped off cheaper. Yeah, having a family member that works for whatever, whether it's in this case the railway, or if you're flying the airline, really helps you bring down the cost.
This one right here.
People actually enjoy flying. I honestly enjoy flying, and I like hanging out in international airports.
Yes, it's down the hall to the right.
It's a strange mix of people at an international airport. You get so many different, you get your business flies, your leisure flies, and then what I quite often do is with all the stuff I do to accumulate points, I have access to like your premium lounges in airports, but usually my access through like Premium Plus allows me at least one guest or two extra guests that come in for free. So when I get to the airport and I'm like, I'll get close to the lounge and I'll just like find someone who looks like they're tired and like they're backpacking on a budget, and I'll be like, you, I have free access to the premium lounge up there with free food and alcohol and showers. I'm allowed to bring a guest with me for free. Do you want to join? Do you want to come up there? You don't have to talk to me up there. I'm just like, do you want free access to free food and alcohol? And maybe a shower if you're feeling dirty. Some people are, it feels awkward, or it feels like they think you want something from them, right? But like, it doesn't cost me anything. So a lot of people, like, I've gotten a lot of no's because people are like, who's this person? Why are they offering me that? Like, they think you want something from them. Concorde was rapid as well. Yeah, I'm sad that the Concorde was retired before I could fly it.
Down there. Yeah. Sure. Here?
And you, back in the day, like in 2000, you could burn airline miles to fly the Concorde, and I would have 100% done that. Because I accumulate a ton of miles from credit card churning. Oh, I would have loved it. Sorry for repeating myself. Have you been to DN yet? What's DN? Wasn't a flight like 10K? Oh, I used miles, so like I flew Etihad first class to the flight that I said had a shower in it. That was Abu Dhabi to New